another O1 best session for some set of people, while some people are still at work, just like we are. You're welcome to another edition of Let's Talk, brought to you by WYTV. I am Odunwayo Adelere and Anulu Akpo Oshin will be with me in the studio today to talk about the topic we want to discuss today on Let's Talk. Thanks to all our viewers home and abroad who are always staying glued to WYTV, and to our sponsor Nokpa about to say a very big thank you to you, because without you, we wouldn't be here today. You want to be a distributor of this Nokpa product that we've been clamoring, we've been talking about, you can contact them on their call line or WhatsApp line on +234 7025 313001, +234 7025 313001. They deliver nationwide, irrespective of wherever your location might be. You know, it's on Let's Talk that we talk about anything, not just anything, things that make sense, things that can help us in our day-to-day activities, things that are happening in our environment, what we can learn and how we can use it, we can imbibe it into ourselves. And today is not going to be an exception. So what are we talking about today? It's the recent happenings in Nigeria, and I'm not sure it's happening in Nigeria alone, it's all over the world, but because where we are based is where it's actually we see a lot, and that is kidnappings and ritual killings in Nigeria. I know you are shocked. Why did you come about that? We listening to news going on social medias, on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, even on TikTok. None is left behind. We see different kind of kidnappings, we see different kind of things. You just see police officer arrest somebody, and at the end of the day, you might hear that the guy actually kidnapped a lady, and at the end of the day killed the lady and all that. So that's why we decided to come on the show today to talk about it. What is kidnapping itself? What is ritual killing? And what can we do to avert all these things from happening? Because if we say it is not going to happen, it is a lie. But there are some certain measures that can be put in place to stop it from happening. So Anulu Akpo, like I said earlier, I won't be the only one talking today. Anulu Akpo also is going to be helping me out today on Let's Talk show. So Anulu Akpo, over to you. Our topic today, kidnapping and ritual killings. What can you say? What can you bring out around that?
Okay, good afternoon everyone once again. Kidnapping, to me, it is the abduction of people for a ransom. While killing or ritual is the killing of people or individuals for spiritual sake or supernatural sake.
Killing of people for ransom sake, whereby you kill somebody, call the parents or people that are related to the person and start saying, you have to give us 20 million naira. Otherwise, you wouldn't see this person. And at the end of it, if we see these kidnappers are different from abductors. Kidnappers, kidnappers' purpose is they kidnap to collect money. So once they get the money, they release their victims and they let them go. Why ritual killing? That is ritualist. All their own is, even if they call you and collect money from you, they are still going to end up killing the person that they picked, the person that they abducted, because the main purpose of that ritual killing is to take that person's life. They want to use that person for ritual purposes. And my question is, why would you go extra mile? Why would you go that length to destroy somebody's life, all for the sake of you want to enjoy yourself, you want to make more money? And when we talk about kidnapping in Nigeria, it's one of the major problems Nigeria is actually facing. And it is not the one that you only kidnap the poor alone. Even the riches are being kidnapped nowadays that we are in Nigeria. And it has been since the 24th century. If we check the regime of Goodluck Jonathan then, when they started this Boko Haram, all this, the first thing they said was they wanted to use it to destroy his political career, which I think they succeeded. And at the end of the day, this man had to leave office and another person had to. But one thing they fail to understand is this thing, as you already made a landmark for it and people are already stepping on it. Ever since then, kidnapping has not stopped in Nigeria.
That's true.
People go on the highway and you see some people want to leave home. During the day, they will tell you that I'm even scared of going out because I don't know what else to do. Now, let's take the case of this boy for an example. Like I said, before we take the case of this boy for an example, different kind of kidnappings are. We have political kidnappings. Some people kidnap just because they want to spoil that person's party. They don't want this party to function the way they should function. They want to tarnish the image of the party, and that was what happened during the regime of Goodluck Jonathan then, and they succeeded. Another one, we have the Boko Haram kidnappings. Those ones, they lied all in the name of Western education and all that. We want Western education, which they did it in the wrong way, and that one started in 2014. And we have commercial kidnappings. The commercial kidnappings is the one that they will pick people on the road, call their families, and ask for ransom. After ransom is being asked of, they return them back to their family. If you are lucky, you get back to your family alive. If you are not lucky, then so be it. So now let's take the case of this guy for an example, Mohammed Bello, the Ilorin guy. I know you heard about it. What can you say about that guy? Because talking about that guy, it irritates me. I cannot imagine a guy as young as that age, 29, and what you delight in is killing people, piecing their body, and selling it out. How much? Why should you embark on such a journey, such a job, to kill people and to... What can you say about that guy?
Okay, what I can say about him is, should I say, he already had the mentality that it is until I kill before I can survive or make money. Or some people even see it as a means of protection. But looking at him, he avoids killing as a means of survival. And also, I think, like I said, his mentality.
Okay.
And how should I put it? Can you just...
Anyway. Okay, the guy is just this kind of person that... Should I call him a psychopath? Because seeing this guy, when they go out for their Muslim job and what it does, you see him smiling, a green snake under the green grass. Because you wouldn't have seen him the way you saw him and just think, this is the kind of job this guy does. And one thing I heard about this guy is, they said, this guy had a 2-room apartment. One for the sitting room, the other one for the room. So the only place he decorated is just the sitting room. The other room is the butcher room. So if you go to his house, he would only accept you in the sitting room. He does his evil job, which means this guy, this lady is not the first victim of this guy. He has other people that have been victim of circumstances like that. And this will boil down to me saying, I am not saying you cannot meet your lover on social media. I am not saying you cannot meet anybody online. This world is intertwined. People you see face to face, they can do you evil. Not talk of people you don't know face to face. But now that it has happened, what are the things you should do? Because now we are in a delicate century whereby everybody is desperate to make money. And if you see people that are desperate to make money, any way that comes their way, they jump at the opportunity, not even minding what the consequences might be. Because if this guy had known that a day like this would come, I don't think he would have embarked on such a thing. But now that he has embarked on it and we've seen it, we've seen his repercussions, I still know there are some set of people out there that are still doing what this guy is doing. I know a day is coming whereby your secrets will be opened, the cat will be let out of the bag, and you will not go scot-free.
And I think one of the reasons why they are doing it is because there is no strong rules and regulation. You know, it's just like looking at the situation.
Okay.
You know, at the end, they might end up releasing him.
Yes.
Or just, like, look at the case of this guy.
Portable.
They have to bail him for just 2 million.
Yeah.
That means there is no strong rules and regulation. If there is, they should be, they should reduce in whatever thing they are doing.
That is our judiciary aspect, because we see people being brought to the courtroom, somebody that everybody saw that indeed this person is guilty. But at the end of the day, such a person is walking freely in the community without caring about what anybody will say. Like I said, about this Afa's case, I don't think this case is just going to go like that. Because even people, cleric like himself, those that they do the same job, are brutally against what he did. You shed somebody else's blood. And according to their religion, I think there is a punishment attracted to something like that, which means you have to kill the person. Yes. You kill. So now let's come back to what can you do to avoid, okay, let's assume you were a victim of circumstance, because most of these kidnapping case, most of them are victims of circumstances. Yes. But what can you do to avoid something like that, even if it is going to happen? Number one, please make sure 1 or 2 persons know where you are going to. It is important, because you meeting somebody, according to the story, the lady went for a naming ceremony and she left there without informing anybody. I am not saying the guy is actually, the guy actually did something good. No, what he did is bad, blatantly bad. And what the lady did was actually wrong, very, very wrong. For you to have left your home, you left home with your family members, went to a function, and you left that place without informing 1 or 2 persons, then something is wrong somewhere. Because if that guy knows that somebody knew you were coming, such a thing wouldn't have happened. I don't know if you are going to agree with me.
I agree.
And whether you tell somebody you are going somewhere or not, please, when you get to anywhere you are going to, even if you do not inform anybody, you can act it up. Yes, you can act it up. Hello, ma, I've gotten there. I'm there. So such a person, even if they have evil intent against you, they have no choice but to make a reversal. That somebody already knows that she's coming over to my place. So we have to be very careful. And again, be careful of the company you keep.
Very important.
The company we keep is very, very important. There's a saying that says, bad company corrupts good manner. Yes, I am 100% in support of that saying. And you see, there is no how you can do it. You have a group of friends. You guys are 10. And 8 are bad.
But they can't right.
It takes grace for the remaining 2 to go scot-free without being influenced.
That's true.
And the 2 of them cannot be influenced if they have a stronger background. And the only way they cannot be influenced is if they flee from that group.
That's true.
Because there is no how. One day will be one day. They will successfully. And there's a saying that says, if you are in a room of 4 people and 3 people, there are 3 fools. You did not count well. You are the number 4 fool. You are the 4th fool there. So run away from bad company. I know you can ever contribute to it as well.
Yes, thank you. I think what she says is really and actually it is correct, because the kind of friends you move with will determine who you are. So if you are working with people that affect you negatively, or that is not even impacting your life positively, you find yourself doing what they are doing. Okay, looking at the case, the lady was already mingled with. If she was working with the right people, she might still be alive now.
Yeah.
But because she's working with the wrong person, she ended up giving her life to it. So working with the right people actually give you the sense of peace in you, that yes, I can move everywhere. I am like, because you are not working with the bad, or you're working with the wrong gang, like they call themselves. It brings insecurity.
Yes.
Like, if I should go out, what would happen? Am I safe, and so on. So I think it is very important and essential to work with the right people.
And I think one thing that is easy to emulate in somebody's body is copying something that is negative.
Yes.
Negative things attract a lot. and it is fast, you just find yourself picking this thing. I don't want to do it. But why? I still find myself doing it. So if you are in that group, please, we are begging you, flee. If it takes you to have misunderstanding with them, if it takes you to have discord with them, please go. Because these people, if it happens, at the end of it, you might be the one that they will use as a sacrificial lamb. Because when it happens, and you don't know, you don't want to lie, you don't want to do it, at the end of the day, you see yourself suffering for what you did not even do at all. So, peer group corrupts, yes, and if you see that these people are always attacking you, you are trying to move closer to people that can influence you positively. But these people are dragging you back. Check yourself. Something is wrong somewhere as well.
Something wrong.
They are the set of people that, I don't know how to put them, but they are these people that they don't want you to leave the bad gang and come and join the good gang. So if you notice this thing in your friends, please run away. They are not people that you should associate yourself with. Before we continue, let's go on a short commercial break to our sponsor, Nokpa. When we come back, we'll continue from where we stop. Please don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Nokpa for management of power.
You're welcome back from Bashot Commercial Break. That's our sponsor, Nokpa About. Stay tuned with any kind of Nokpa, about mixture, about tonic, about cool, about bitters, about flusher powder, about energy powder. Whichever you need, you can send a DM or call the number +234 7025 313001 +234 702531 3001. Your health is your own top priority. So health is wealth, like they say. So what could be the causes of this kidnapping and ritual killing? I won't be the one talking on the causes today. I don't know how she will be the one doing the talking on the causes.
Okay, I think number one cause of ritual and kidnapping issue is unemployment.
Okay.
The rate of unemployment in Nigeria is high, like very high. You know, just imagine after going to school and coming back home, then taking your results, your certificate, all about, without getting a particular job. And even there are sometimes whereby I take bike, hearing the bike man speaking, I'll be like, wow. So this man is actually educated.
Well, you see, you said one of the causes is unemployment. But these people you just mentioned, they are unemployed, but they found another means for themselves.
Yes.
So one thing I just feel is there should be nothing that, well, I'm not saying it is not, but I just feel nothing should stand as an excuse for doing something that is wrong.
Like that.
So we are listening, causes, unemployment, so.
Okay, like she said that nothing should stand as an excuse for doing anything wrong. But there are some situations whereby you find yourself, you know, there are some people that even in the aspect, you know, there are some people that they want to give up.
Yeah.
What else do I want to do? I'm tired of Nigeria. There's a word called jackpa. So there's a woman that said, even if you want to jackpa from Nigeria, always try to jackpa in your mind. What is the meaning of jackpa in your mind? Is trying to transform your mindset. You know, okay, there's no job in Nigeria, there's nothing to do. Have you for once sit yourself down to think of what to do? So one of the things that people say it's caused kidnapping and ritual killing is unemployment. And number two is tradition belief.
Okay.
Or people believe.
In what way?
Okay, in what way? Look at the situation of the ritualists. They already believe that it is until we kill that we'll be able to be able to have protection. So they believe killing of human being bring protection to them. Killing of human being bring wealth, bring money to them. And also is the political issue. Like I said earlier, once you, like even the politicians that are joining in killing, in kidnapping. So that is the three causes. One of the three, the three causes that are that is causing it.
Anoluaposha said unemployment, traditional way, and even political leaders. If we look at it critically, I want to go with that number 3. And these political leaders, these are people that are the top seats. Ask them, where are their children? Their children are nowhere close to them, which means they can send you that you are ignorant to go and do things that will jeopardize your future without even blinking an eye. They took their children into hiding. Let's talk about when election comes around. Who are those that they use as the political thugs?
People.
They are the people. It is high time we woke up from our sleep. It's high time we open our eyes from our slumber. Because I don't understand why somebody will keep their family members abroad safe and sound. And they would use you as they will use you as instruments to jeopardize people's future, and you will still be doing it. I can't imagine somebody coming out to give you 1,200 now. To do what? To disrupt the peace of the society. And you will collect it joyfully. What do you expect from such a leader when they even emerge as what they are contesting for? They will say you've collected what you are supposed to collect while they were doing the campaign. But if we are able to stand up against all these sets of people, they won't be able to push us front and back. They won't be able to control us as if they are controlling a TV. It's high time we stopped all this. Even if you graduate from school, you do not get job or anything, there are other things you can do. They said, what you find your hand finds doing, please do it diligently.
And I think one of the things that is affecting us is the aspect of knowing ourselves.
You said one thing a day. You said you went to make your hair.
Yes.
And a young boy as young as 14
or 12 years old
was saying he's going to do Yahoo.
In fact, I was even trying to.
Now imagine, the guy already had a notion of doing Yahoo. If he starts Yahoo, let's say number 1, is able to get a client, is able to get money, and at the end of the day, the money stopped coming. Do you think this guy will not go extra mile?
He will.
He will go extra mile. So, number 1, I think it's our mentality. What we feed ourselves, what we see, what we feed ourselves, we digest, we take to our brain, and those are the things that, if you imbibe yourself, if you bury yourself in things that are positive, forget it, you will see that these things are yielding positive for you. But as young as, I had the case of a guy, the guy's in GSS 2, yes. And he had to tell his friend that, don't give me fish, teach me how to fish.
Imagine.
And the guy, they are both in GSS 2. The guy successfully took him to a herbalist, and the herbalist was telling him that, okay, you want to make money, fine, you make money, but you have to get your mother's phobic part A. And the guy did it confidently,
Jesus,
without blinking an eye. Do you think if such a guy is being told that, okay, go, kill your mother, bring her, do you think he would not do it? He will. So these are the things that we need. Who are you rolling with? What are you feeding yourself with? What are the things that comes to your mind? It is everybody that all these things comes to. But the part to resist it is what you should ask for. I don't want this thing. Engage yourself in things that are positive. If you sit alone and all these things come, listen to music. I'm not talking about good music.
Yes.
Go online, search for things that are inspirational, that can boost your brain capacity to want to do things that are ahead. But if you sit in that your shallow area, you will see that you are going deep and deep. And at the end of the day, even somebody tells you to go and kill your grandpa, you will do it joyfully without even blinking.
You even feel fulfilled for killing that person.
We need to stop all this. It is becoming too rampant. Yesterday, a video was going viral where a guy stabbed his girlfriend just because he was jealous. So all these things are things we should sit in our corners, in our homes, and think about. How did we get here in this country? In the days of our forefathers, these things were happening, but not as much. Now we even rejoice in doing things that even the other ear should not hear about, which is not supposed to. That's why from Wisdom Here Television we are telling you, please engage yourself in things that are positive. Please engage yourself. You still have a longer way to go, because if you keep doing it, the more you do it, you are cutting your lifespan short. All right, I've come to the end of Let's Talk today for this week. Do not forget to connect us on all our social media platforms. We're on Facebook, on YouTube, on X account, on TikTok, on Instagram at Wisdom Yard Online TV. You can also join the WhatsApp community on 070101085549 or 08123143434. Odumaya Adelere has been in the studio with you since the morning, and Anoluwa Portion, your sign-out words to our viewers abroad.
Okay. What I would love to tell you this evening is know who you are. That is, discover yourself. And I do believe that we are all born to be a leader. We are all born as a leader. So just discover where you are born to lead, and don't just wait for people to give you job to do. Be yourself, know yourself, and work on your mindset. Thank you.
Thank you, Anoluwa Portion. Wisdom Yard Online TV is signing out this week on Let's Talk. Thanks to our sponsor, Nokpa. I also say a very big thank you to you. We'll come again on your screen next week, Saturday. Please be good and be fine, and stay safe from every violence out there. Bye for now.